Greetings from sunny Sydney. Hello, I'm Douglas Bruno McCartney, and I'm here today to discuss global nuclear obliteration and how to prevent it. How do I plan to achieve that? I have no idea, but we'll talk about it. Stay
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Bit of a cloudy day today, but that shouldn't make any difference. I want to talk about Abraham. You know him? He's quite well known. You remember he made a pact with his God thing. It's called a covenant. And as a result of this covenant, Abraham was promised a land of milk and honey. In those days it was known as Canaan. And God said to Abraham, look mate, provided you snip off the end of your dick and encourage all your children and their children to do likewise, I'm going to give you this huge piece of land. Just look over there, see? Look to left, look to right, north and south, east and west, it's all yours. One problem though, you've got to drive out the inhabitants, the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Phoenicians, the Samaritans. You know, these are all aliens, and I want to see you get rid of those horrible people. You must kill them, murder them, which is much the same thing, and you can take them as slaves. You know, those that take your fancy, take them as slaves, but just get rid of them. Horrible people. It's your land. Do you agree to that? Do you agree to the terms? And Abraham thought to himself, oh, a bit painful, snipping off the end of my dick, and chances are half the people that do it, perform that horrible operation, their penises will turn septic because all we've got is dirty, filthy old flint knives, no Dettol. Well, I'll take a chance. Yeah, okay, I'll go along with it. I like the look of that land. I could build a nice little hacienda, little hut or something. Yeah, okay, I agree to your terms. So Abraham picked up the sharpest piece of flint he could find, cut off his foreskin, and when he got to Egypt, the Pharaoh took a shine to Sarah. She was 90 years old, but even so, well, she was approaching 90. She would have been about, I don't know, 88 in those days, but she must have been, you know, the Kim Kardashian of the day, because the Pharaoh had the choice of every pretty girl in the whole of Egypt. He took a shine to Sarah, and so Abraham said to her, now look, I'll tell you what, pretend you're my sister, not my wife, because otherwise I could be in trouble. Something to do with the politics of the day. And so he prostituted his wife to the Pharaoh. And oddly enough, although she'd been barren her entire life, after he prostituted Sarah to the Pharaoh, she became pregnant. Now, who do you think the father of the child would be? Would it be Abraham, who couldn't make her pregnant his whole adult life? Or would it perhaps be the Pharaoh who had just started screwing up? You make up your own minds about that. So at 90 years old, Sarah becomes pregnant and she gives birth to Isaac. Although Muslims say it's the other way around. They say his first son was Isaac and his second son was Ishmael. I'll tell you a bit about Ishmael in a minute. this day, this covenant that Abraham made with his God thing is still causing massive problems. Every US president, going right back to John F. Kennedy and right up to Obama, has tried to stop the Jewish settlements, this is what they call the settlements, the driving out of Palestinians and the seizing of Arab land, which has been going on since Abraham's time, all because of this damned covenant and the Jewish belief that they have the right, in fact the duty, to drive Palestinians out of their land, burn their orchards, kill anybody who resists. And the result is international terrorism. I know there are a lot of conspiracy theories. People think, oh no, it wasn't, it wasn't really Arabs, it was some spacemen or something that flew the planes into the building. Some people say, oh, they weren't really planes, they were sort of mocked up, something like that. I have no idea. There are 101 different conspiracy theories, but to my way of thinking, they're all nonsense. The fact that the founder of Al-Qaeda admitted that it was his people that did it, and explained why. All because the Jewish covenant with their disgusting, evil, wicked, hideous, ghastly God thing. So I have been trying since the late 1980s to get people to take an interest in this, but everyone thinks I'm a complete idiot. No one takes any notice. And now I'm 75 and really my life is more or less over, so I've done all I can. I've written books, I've appeared on, not television, but talkback radio, I've emailed newspapers, I've tried to appear on Q&A, but they're not interested either. I've done all that one man could possibly do, and I have failed. But the main worry is now, before long, you can be quite sure, certain, that terrorists will get hold of fissionable material, in other words, radioactive stuff, and they will build what is known as a dirty bomb. You can be quite sure that's what they're working on and have been working on for years, and it's not difficult to build. And seeing as only 1% of the containers entering Newark, New Jersey are checked, it'd be quite easy to bring it into New York. And when that goes off, bang, pop! Kiss goodbye, not only to New York, but to the global economy. And, you know, everything else for that matter, because without a shadow of a doubt, one thing will lead to another. And before you know it, you've got 20-odd thousand nuclear missiles flying around with devastating effect. And no one cares. No one cares. The attitude is, if it happens, it happens. No big deal.